I'm here in Houston changing from Bush International Airport and going to the Amtrak station, and I'm using the relatively new Metro service, the Bus 500, which costs $4.50 and allows a 3-hour transfer. I'll be taking the bus number 36 to Amtrak station. Well, here in Houston, the Amtrak station, or as the latest train magazine called it, the Am Shack, the great old Houston station's now gone. Not very well marked, not very well designated. The number 36 bus, which gets you here, you actually have to walk backwards. Boy, what a disappointment. Well, at first blush, the Houston station might have been a disappointment. The inside is chock full of memorabilia. This is Amtrak's train Sunset Limited number 1. It will be joining with the Texas Eagle in San Antonio with an amazing layover. Here are the train speeds calculated from departure and arrival for our westbound Sunset Limited. At about 2:40 in the morning, the Sunset Limited stops here at Kirby, Texas to refuel. Not a passenger stop. We'll be doing that at 3 o'clock in the morning in San Antonio. We're coming into San Antonio and doing so backwards, connecting to the Texas Eagle coming out of Chicago. We'll be leaving in about 2.5 hours.
I got 2 more now, number 1. Car and a half.
This is San Antonio, where we'll be stopping for a couple of hours. So this is the steam train stored right there. And while we still have a big building in San Antonio of the former SP Sunset route, this is what remains of the Amtrak station. Well, I'm inside the Denny's. The train station's here, and we have about 2 hours. And here's the Denny's. A couple more blocks. River Walk here in San Antonio. I'm here on Amtrak Sunset Limited, and the featured food is the French toast, which was notable on its predecessors, SP's Daylight and Santa Fe's Cheap. Service is notable on Amtrak in two forms, the dining car and their bar car. This is in contrast to, say, European railroads and the Canadian railroads. In particular, in Canadian railroads, their food service in first class is excellent. I have to say, their second class service is probably the worst in the world, and I've been in 40 countries. Stopping for a short smoking break here in Del Rio, Texas, on the Sunset Limited. Here's today's conductor on the Sunset Limited, Juan. And by great fortune, we also have a number of French visitors here on the Sunset Limited. Bonjour, mes amis français, françaises. Here's an example of the roomette on the Texas Eagle portion of our train, the Sunset Limited. We now cross the highest railroad bridge in the United States.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just passed over the Pecos River High Bridge. That is the highest railroad bridge in the United States.
Next station stop will be Alpine. Approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes out.
Talk about a rustic stop here on the Sunset Limited. Here we are in Alpine, Texas. Don't you love the station accommodations? If I could only find the station. This is the location where we would normally meet the sunset coming the other way. However, it is running a couple of hours late out of Los Angeles, so we'll probably meet around Sierra Blanca, El Paso. Paso, Texas. We have a 25-minute stop here on that Sunset Limited. And we say so long to our French visitors. Here's the inside of the El Paso, Texas Amtrak train station. And here on the Sunset Limited, we're going to be going back. We got a 25-minute stop here. The El Paso station, SP's former one, was also formerly El Paso and Southwestern before it was acquired by the SP. The train used to run down the middle of the city streets. That was a while ago. There's a station there on the right, next to the train yard. During the stop here at El Paso, everybody's raving about these ladies' burritos. I got one. As we leave El Paso, we will be passing by the Mexican border. Out right now. As we slowly leave the Mexican border, we'll be entering 3 optional stops in New Mexico, and then in Arizona, as well as in New Mexico, we'll be going through the Gadsden Purchase, which was made in 1853, in order to obtain this Southern Pacific route, as opposed to the Northern and Central Pacific routes, partly for reparations for the Mexican-American War earlier, but also mainly to get this Southern route. Well, as we go off into the sunset, on the sunset, I found the food service to be fine, and some of the others with the shoes reversed. Well, it just shows you a lot of differences.